Welcome to Fiscal Forensicist. Does your monthly salary feel like mere pocket money? You are not alone. Real wages for ordinary workers have stagnated for decades. Meanwhile, a tiny corporate elite captures nearly all the gains from our economy. Today, we launch a forensic investigation into this deliberate economic trap. From BlackRock to the WEF's Great Reset, we expose how your wealth is extracted. Let's do the math. A lifetime of basic necessities easily costs millions of dollars. Even with a decent salary, it takes over 40 years to afford bare essentials. Hidden inflation makes it worse, quietly bubbling up in insurance and groceries. The cost of daily survival is rising, but your paycheck is left behind. We are living in a K-shaped economy, dividing society into two extremes. The top 20% of households now hold nearly 72% of wealth. This wealth divide has made buying a starter home an impossible nightmare. In fact, the median age of a first-time homebuyer recently hit 40. Why? Giant institutional investors like BlackRock and Blackstone are hijacking the market. They buy up single-family homes and convert them into high-yield rental properties. This restricts housing supply and artificially inflates prices across major cities. Corporate landlords use algorithmic software to aggressively fix and hike your rent. They trap tenants with mandatory junk fees that mask the true cost of living. Why do the takers extract so much at the expense of the true makers? Today, pure rent-seeking and monopolistic practices are disguised as genuine Bayesian wealth creation. Corporations hoard massive cash reserves simply to buy back their own shares. This boosts executive bonuses while completely starving long-term investment and innovation. The corporate model shifted from retain and invest to downsize and distribute. Workers create the underlying value, but executives extract the financial wealth. The modern fund management industry is a massive exercise in value extraction. When positive economic data drops, institutions use the rally to quietly sell. The smart money exits, dumping overpriced shares onto unsuspecting retail investors. If good news fails to pump the markets, a severe correction is imminent. Many believe Bitcoin is safe, but data proves it falls alongside risky stocks. Physical gold, however, firmly maintains its status as a true safe haven. Energy is another red flag. Recent oil surges signal massive inflationary pressure. These energy costs flow into everything, permanently destroying your purchasing power. Meanwhile, new fiscal policies and tax cuts heavily favor the highest-income households. Lower-income households face severe headwinds from reduced support and surging insurance premiums. Youth unemployment is surging as corporations replace entry-level jobs with artificial intelligence. As incomes fail to cover essentials, families are forced into credit card debt. This high-interest debt quickly piles up into a literal financial death trap. Enter the World Economic Forum's controversial initiative known as the Great Reset. Their famous essay predicted, by 2030, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Critics warn this implies a dark future where private property is entirely abolished. If unchecked, the traditional middle class will simply cease to exist by 2026. How do you survive? First, recognize the matrix of parasitic value extraction. You can no longer rely on a single salary to protect your family. Diversify your investments into tangible assets that hold true intrinsic value. You must actively shield your hard-earned money from the stealth tax of inflation. We must demand that collective wealth creation yields truly collective economic rewards. Big tech monopolies lock you in, harvesting your private data for trillions. Stop trading your valuable attention and data for cheap digital entertainment. Remember, public policies are heavily lobbied to protect corporate wealth over citizens. Financial education is your absolute greatest weapon against a rigged economic game. Understanding the rules set by the monopolies is your only chance to win. Every dollar you earn is actively targeted by hidden fees and stealth taxes. True wealth is not stored in a bank. It is stored in your intellect. Ignore the engineered panic of mainstream media and base decisions on data. During market panics, wealth isn't destroyed. It is simply transferred to the rich. Break out of the renting cycle. Property ownership is the bedrock of wealth. The global financial system is highly interconnected and incredibly fragile. Adapt to the AI revolution now, or risk becoming completely obsolete tomorrow. Invest patiently in real assets that withstand the turbulent cycles of casino capitalism. Now is the time to shatter the chains of the modern financial matrix. Expand your vision and aggressively pursue your own financial independence. Do not accept corporate serfdom. Reclaim your future and secure your family's legacy. The fight for your family's financial freedom cannot wait until tomorrow. True value is created collectively by makers, not extracted by Wall Street takers. Always question the narrative. Economic policies often hide a darker truth. Protect your personal data like you protect your own bank account. Decentralize your assets to protect against institutional overreach and control. Inflation is a stealth tax that drains your life savings entirely in silence. Paper currency is systematically devalued. Focus on assets that possess true scarcity. Deep market knowledge is the only way to beat the billionaires at their game. Stop the systemic plunder of your wealth by taking control today. Support the real economy, not the parasitic financial sector trying to drain it. Wake up to the reality of the middle-class trap before it's too late. Arm yourself with knowledge, build a solid plan, and take immediate action. We relentlessly dissect the economy so you don't become a victim of it. To truly understand wealth extraction and fight back, subscribe to Fiscal Forensicist. Like this video and share it to wake up your friends and family. Let me know your thoughts on the housing crisis in the comments below. See you in the next video with another economic mystery completely uncovered. Stay sharp, stay vigilant, and above all, stay financially secure.